With Madden 27 set to release next week, August 6th, via early access, standard edition being August 13th. But with all that being said and done, of course, the week prior to the release is when they start doing the ratings reveal. And that is exactly what they did this week. And typically what I do each day that they release ratings for whether it be 99 overall club, rookies, team offenses, team defenses, quarterbacks, so on and so forth. As they release those things, I typically drop individual videos each time. This year, I decided to do differently and wait till the entire week was complete and they unveiled all ratings. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to talk about all of the ratings that have been unveiled and also speak on some of the leaks that we received earlier on in the week, but I'll save that for the end of the video. Right now, I'm going to start with the 99 club, that being Myles Garrett, Josh Allen, Trey McBride, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Jamar Chase, and Matthew Stafford. And people have noted that it is slightly fewer players than it typically has been. Normally it's around 7 or 8-ish. This year it's 6. No big deal at all, but y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section about this 99 club. If you feel like it's just right, if you feel like some players should be removed, or if you feel like there's certain players that should have been in the 99 club. Me personally, even with Mahomes being hurt, I feel like Mahomes could always end up being in the 99 club. Other than that, I don't really see that much of a big deal in the 99 club, but I could be missing somebody, not really thinking off the top of my head. But Mahomes is the main one that really sticks out to me. Going along to the top 10 rookies, you have the top 2 rookies tied for best overall rating in Madden 27 will be Jeremiah Love and Caleb Downs at an 82 overall. Then you have David Bailey following that up at number 3 with an 81 overall. Ruben Bain Jr. 4 with 80. Arvell Reese 5th with 79. Mansour Delane 79. Akeem Mesidor 79. Spencer Fano 79. Malachi Lawrence at a 78, which is kind of surprising. Although he was a first round pick, there wasn't a lot of hype going on about Malachi Lawrence, but he is the 9th best rookie overall. And then Francis Mauanoa is the 10th best, tied with Malachi Lawrence at a 78 overall. Next, they have a couple other rookies who aren't pictured in the top 10 overall, but they are some more notable rookies. The main one being Fernando Mendoza, who is a 74 overall and has 91 throw power, 88 short accuracy, and 84 speed. Then you have Sonny Styles, who's a 78 overall with 93 jumping, 90 speed, and 84 tackle, who's going to be a cheat code to acquire in all franchise rebuilds this year. So be on the lookout for that if you play in an online league. Definitely going to be one of the most sought after players. And lastly is Makai Lemon at a 76 overall, 92 change of direction, 91 acceleration, and 87 jumping. So moving along to positions, we have top 10 quarterbacks. You have Matthew Stafford and Josh Allen are the top 2 quarterbacks with a 99 overall, of course, being in the 99 club. Then you have Joe Burrow, 3rd with a 97 overall, Lamar Jackson, 4th with a 94, Patrick Mahomes, 5th with a 93, Drake May, 6th with a 92, Dak Prescott, 7 with a 91, Justin Herbert and Caleb Williams tied for 8th with a 90 overall. Then you have Jared Goff at 10th with an 88 overall. Moving along to the top 10 running backs, you have Jahmyr Gibbs, number 1 with a 98 overall, Christian McCaffrey, number 2 at a 97. 3 is Jonathan Taylor at a 96. Bijan Robinson is 4 with a 95. James Cook is 5 with a 94. 6 is Derrick Henry at a 93. 7 is Saquon Barkley at a 92. Josh Jacobs, 91 at 8. Kenneth Walker III, 9th with a 90 overall. And 10th is Kyron Williams at an 89 overall. Next, you have the top 10 wide receivers. And of course, the top 2 would be Jamar Chase and Jackson Smith-Njigba, both being in the 99 club. Number 3, coming up just short of the 99 club, will be Puka Nacua at a 98 overall. Number 4 would be Amon-Ra St. Brown at a 95 overall. 5 would be Justin Jefferson at a 94 overall. 6 would be CeeDee Lamb at a 93 overall. 7, Drake London and Devontae Smith tied at a 92 overall. And sitting at 9 and 10 would also be a tie in Terry McLaurin and Mike Evans at a 91 overall. Next, you would have top 10 tight ends. Number 1, of course, Trey McBride being in the 99 club. Following him up at number 2, you have George Kittle at a 96 overall. 3, Brock Bowers at a 93 overall. 4 would be Travis Kelce at a 91 overall. 5 would be Mark Andrews at a 90. 6 would be Dallas Goedert at an 89. 7 would be Sam Laporta at an 88. Hunter Henry would be 8 with an 86. 9th would be Tucker Kraft at an 85. And 10th would be Colston Loveland at an 84 overall. Moving along to the top 10 offensive line, number 1 would be Penei Sewell at a 98 overall, coming up just short of the 99 club as well. Number 2 would be Lane Johnson at a 97 overall. 3 would be Garrett Bowles at a 96, as well as Trent Williams at a 96 and Joe Thuney as well. Number 6 would be a three-way tie between Creed Humphrey, Tristan Wirfs, and Quinn Miners at a 95 overall, and then tied at 9 and 10 would be a 94 overall and Quentin Nelson and Laramie Tunzel. And as I'm actually scrolling through, I'm getting all of this information from Madden NFL 27's X account. I don't see a top 10 edge rusher or top 10 defensive line ratings reveal on here. So if I missed that, y'all let me know in the comment section. But moving along, the next position they have here is the top 10 cornerbacks. And number 1, you have Christian Gonzalez at a 98 overall, coming up just short of the 99 club. And it's kind of surprising that they actually have him rated a little higher than Patrick Surtain, who's coming in at number 2 at a 97 overall. Number 3 would be Trent McDuffie at a 94 overall. 4 would be Denzel Ward at a 93 overall. 5 would be Derek Stingley Jr. at a 92. 6 would be Deion Witherspoon at a 91 overall. Next, you would have Jalen Johnson and Sauce Gardner tied at a 90 overall. And at 9 and 10, you have a tie between Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean at an 89 overall. Next, they have the top 10 safeties, and number 1 being Jesse Bates III at a 94 overall. You have a two-way tie at number 2 between Antoine Winfield Jr. as well as Derwin James Jr. at a 93 overall. You have a two-way tie at 4 between Kyle Hamilton and Xavier McKinney at a 92 overall, and a two-way tie at 6 between Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch at a 91 overall, as well as a two-way tie at 8 between Budda Baker and Jalen Ramsey at a 90 overall. And rounding it out at number 10 would be Minkah Fitzpatrick at an 89 overall. Next, we're going to get into the top 10 attribute ratings. And first off, we're going to start with the top 10 speed on offense, with number 1 being Xavier Worthy at a 99. Then you have number 2, which is a two-way tie between teammates Jahmyr Gibbs and Jameson Williams at a 98 overall. Next, you have a three-way tie at number 4 between Brian Thomas Jr., Kavontae Turpin, and Brennan Thompson at a 97 overall. And rounding it out, the last 4 slots would be a four-way tie between Jamar Chase, Devon Achane, Dante Thornton, and Jalen Waddle at a 96 overall. Next, we have the top 10 throw power, and number 1 on this list is actually Joe Milton at a 99 overall. Following him up, we have Josh Allen at a 98 overall. Then you have a tie for 3rd with Patrick Mahomes and Caleb Williams at a 97 overall. 5th is Justin Herbert at a 96 overall. Anthony Richardson 6th at a 96 overall. Then you have a two-way tie between Baker Mayfield and Matthew Stafford at 7th with a 95 overall. And then rounding it out, the last 2 is a tie between Drake May and Aaron Rodgers at a 94 overall. Next up, you have top 10 strength on defense. Number 1 being Vita Vea at a 99 overall, Derek Brown 98 overall. Then you have a two-way tie between Jeffrey Simmons and Dexter Lawrence II at a 97 overall, Myles Garrett 5th with a 96 overall. Next, you have a four-way tie between Myles Garrett, Chris Jones, Jordan Davis, and Desmond Watson at a 96 overall. And rounding out the last 2 is a two-way tie between DJ Reader and Daron Payne at a 95 overall. Next, you would have the top 10 team overalls, and number 1 would be the LA Rams coming in at a 91 overall. Number 2 would be the Philadelphia Eagles coming in at an 88. Then you have a two-way tie between the Detroit Lions and Baltimore Ravens at an 87 overall. Number 5 would be a two-way tie between the Denver Broncos and New England Patriots at an 86 overall. You have a two-way tie at 7 between the San Francisco 49ers and Buffalo Bills at an 85 overall. And then rounding it out at number 9 with another two-way tie would be the Kansas City Chiefs and Seattle Seahawks at an 84 overall. Next up, you have the top 10 offenses, and number 1 would be the LA Rams at a 93 overall. Number 2 would be a two-way tie between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills at a 91 overall. Number 4 would be a three-way tie between the Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers, and Kansas City Chiefs at a 90 overall. You would have a two-way tie at number 7 between the Philadelphia Eagles and Cincinnati Bengals at an 88 overall. And then rounding it out with a two-way tie between the New England Patriots and Dallas Cowboys at an 87 overall. So I actually went to their Instagram account to see if there were any others that weren't on the X account. And that's where I found these other top 10 attribute ratings. So next up is going to be top 10 man coverage. You're going to have Christian Gonzalez, number 1 with a 98 overall. Then you have PS2 coming in at number 2 with a 97 overall. Trent McDuffie tied with Denzel Ward for 3rd at a 94 overall. 5 would be Derek Stingley Jr. at a 91 overall. 6 would be a tie between Jalen Johnson and Sauce Gardner at a 90 overall. 8th would be a two-way tie between Devin Witherspoon and Travarius Ward Sr. at an 88 overall. And 10th would be AJ Terrell Jr. at an 87 overall. Next, we have the top 10 block shedding. And of course, number 1 would be Myles Garrett, but tied with him would be Cam Hayward at a 96 overall. 3 would be Derek Brown at a 95 overall. 4 would be Vita Vea at a 94 overall. 5 would be Quinnen Williams at a 93 overall. 6 would be a two-way tie between Max Crosby and Jeffrey Simmons at a 92 overall. And rounding it out with a three-way tie would be Nick Bosa, TJ Watt, and Dexter Lawrence II at a 91 overall. Following that up, we have the top 10 speed on defense, and number 1 would be Lorenzo Styles Jr. at a 97 overall. Following that up, you actually have a 7-way tie between Christian Gonzalez, DJ Turner II, Reek Woolen, Isaiah Rodgers Sr., Nate Wiggins, Maxwell Hairston, and Darian Porter, all tied at a 96 overall speed. And then rounding out the top 10 would be 9 and 10 with Alontae Taylor and Eric Stokes at a 95 overall. Last but not least, you have the top 10 agility on defense, and number 1 will be a two-way tie between Zion McCollum and Dorian Strong at a 96 overall. Next, you have a three-way tie between Travis Hunter, Dax Hill, and Riley Moss for number 3 at a 95 overall. Then closing that out is a 5-way tie between Christian Gonzalez, Trent McDuffie, Denzel Ward, Derek Stingley Jr., and Kamari Lassiter, all at a 94 overall. Looking at some other top 10 attribute ratings, we got top 10 juke move. You have Bijan Robinson coming in at number 1 with a 97. Number 2 is Jahmyr Gibbs at a 96. Then you have a two-way tie at number 3 between James Cook III and Justin Jefferson at a 95. Two-way tie for 5th in Zay Flowers and Bucky Irving at a 94 overall. Two-way tie at 7th between Jonathan Taylor and CeeDee Lamb at a 93 overall. Then another two-way tie to close it out at number 9 between Devon Achane and Breece Hall at a 92 overall. Following that up, we have the top 10 strength on offense. Earlier, I gave you the top 10 strength on defense. Now we have the top 10 strength on offense. Number 1 being a 5-way tie between Quentin Nelson, Penei Sewell, Jordan Mailata, Tyler Smith, and Andrew Voorhees, all at a 97 overall. Following that up, you have a two-way tie at 6 between Darnell Wright and Trent Williams at a 96 overall. And closing it out, you have a 3-way tie between Quinn Miners, Trey Smith, and DeJuan Jones at a 95 overall. Next up, we have the top 10 spectacular catch. You have Puka Nacua coming in at number 1 with a 99 overall. Tie for number 2 with Jackson Smith and Jigba at a 98, with George Pickens at a 98 as well. Then following that up, you have another two-way tie in Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson at a 97 overall, coming in at 4th. And then you have another two-way tie at 6 between Mike Evans and CeeDee Lamb, coming in at a 96 overall. Then you have Drake London and T. Higgins tied for 8th at a 95 overall. And AJ Brown at number 10 with a 94 overall. And last but not least, you have the top 10 agility on offense. And number 1 will be a tie between Jalen Waddle and Jackson Smith and Jigba at a 96 overall. Then following that up is a two-way tie at number 3 between Justin Jefferson and Jameson Williams at a 95 overall. Then you have a 3-way tie for 5th between James Cook III, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens at a 94 overall. And then rounding out the top 10 is a two-way tie between Jahmyr Gibbs and Christian McCaffrey at a 93 overall. And lastly, they start displaying some of the top X Factor abilities. You have Brick Wall for Caleb Williams, Double Me for Jamar Chase, First One Free for Jahmyr Gibbs, Double Me for Jackson Smith and Jigba, Bazooka for Josh Allen, Dots for Matthew Stafford, and Shutdown for PS2, amongst many others. And that's going to do it for the top 10 ratings reveal. The only other thing that I'm going to close this video out on is that we had info leak from Mike Straw that says that EA is going to try their hand at the microtransactions thing again with Madden 27 in solo modes, or offline modes, should I say. And this time they plan on standing their ground against the community and not breaking. So you guys let me know your thoughts and feedback in the comment section. I know they reverted on the college football 27 microtransactions on the offline modes, and they took that out just due to the backlash, people pulling their pre-orders, getting bad reviews on the game, leading to them actually having the game discounted by a dramatic amount as we currently speak. But with that being said and done, they're standing their ground with Madden 27. So it's going to be intriguing to see how this is going to play out, because they could lose a lot of money off of this. They lost a lot of money already off of college football 27, and they reversed course. And you plan to not reverse course on Madden? It's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with Madden 27 with this whole microtransactions deal. But again, y'all let me know y'all thoughts and feedback in the comment section, whether it's about the ratings, whether it's about the microtransactions, so on and so forth. As always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with more Madden 27 content, whether that be tips, tricks, tutorials, team builder content, franchise rebuild content, you name it, we'll have it here. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time. Peace.